Hey guys, it's Jason here from the Omni Sales team. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what your client sees. Now, this is such an important topic. So many salespeople from all industries in all sales forget this. And it's that when you're concentrating on selling and when you're concentrating on living your life, you sometimes forget what other people see. You sometimes forget the jokes you say might offend someone and you don't quite see that because they don't give off the body language or you're not reading the body language properly. You quite often don't understand or people forget that when we do certain actions, people are going to see that and people are going to draw conclusions on our integrity and our personality based on that. So in today's video, I really want to go over and I want this to be a huge reminder of what your clients actually see. Because what we've written on the board behind us is really important to understand. If you let down these 5 things, the client's going to see that and they're going to think about you negatively. They're not going to take you seriously. They're not going to want to do business with you because they know you're not taking this seriously or you're mucking around. So, number 1, they see how you present yourself. Clients are either going to feel comfortable with you or they're not. And for some clients, that means when they're buying a product worth $500,000, they want someone in a suit, or they want to feel like they're dealing with someone that they should be investing that kind of money with. So they see how you present yourself. The way you present yourself is not just the clothes you wear. It's the way you talk. It's the way you look. It's the way you smell. It's the way you brush people off. It's the way you walk about. It's the way you carry yourself. All of these things are going to be how you present yourself. Now, I'll tell you a quick story, guys. When I first started in sales, I was working for a builder, and the builder across the road from me, that salesperson would always wear a polo to work. Just every day. He was comfortable. He wore a polo. It was the polo his company gave him. Now, I had a client come in and buy from me, genuinely buy from me, just because the guy across the road, even though he had a better home or slightly better home, he was wearing a polo shirt and didn't want to do business with someone in a polo shirt. And I won that deal because I wore a suit every day. Now, does that mean you have to wear a suit every day? Not necessarily, but you should be in a nice buttoned-up shirt. You should have a nice blazer on or a nice sports jacket. And if you want to chuck the tie on, cool. Wear a nice watch. Make sure you put some good cologne on. Have good breath. All of these things are going to be how a client sees you physically. How you carry yourself, the confidence, the smell, the sight, the sound. All of those things are going to interact with that client in a different way, and they're going to set some sort of idea in that client's mind about how you are. So, step 1, understanding that the client is going to see how you present yourself. Number 2, they're going to see how you treat other clients and them. Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with clients, you're dealing with people's emotions. If they're sitting in a room with you and you just brush people off, if you don't care, if you answer the phone, you're like, oh, I hate this guy. They're going to see how you treat people. They're going to see how you treat them. They're going to feel certain ways based on what they're seeing with their eyes on how you treat them and other people. So if you're treating people negatively, or if you're constantly going, oh, yeah, I never talk to that guy, he just annoys me. Guys, that's the worst thing. They're going to obviously laugh at that joke because it's funny, but they're going to think, wow, does he think that about us? So just as important as how you treat your client, you need to understand that they see how you treat other clients. And the way they see you treat other clients is how they think you treat them when they're not around. They can smell a rat or they can smell a salesperson who's just trying to sell to them based on how you treat other people. If you treat other clients really well, going, oh man, I really love this client. This guy's a really great guy. All of my clients seem to be really cool. They're going to listen to that and go, oh man, he probably thinks about that. Hey man, I'm never too busy to help other clients out. Hey guys, how are you? When they're coming in and you're in a meeting. Hey, I do apologize guys. I'm in a meeting with a client. If you do need something, I've got a couple of seconds for you. But if you don't mind, I'll stick with this meeting. Just be polite, be kind to people. Your clients are going to see how you treat other people and they're then going to make a judgment on you based on that. Remember, clients don't care what you say, they care about how you make them feel. So if they see you treat someone else negatively, they think that's how they're going to get treated and that's how they're going to feel. So if that's in your game and you currently make jokes like that in front of your clients about how you don't want to get to them, don't ever say that again. Go, hey, that's a really cool guy, but you're more important right now. I'll get back to that guy when it's the right time. Does that make sense? So I want you to write that one down, guys. Clients are going to see how you treat other clients and they're going to base their judgment on you and how you treat them based on how you treat other clients. Number 3, they see your response rate. Now, if we're going to be honest right now, we need to take a good hard look in the mirror. Are our response rates to standards? Are they to our company's KPIs? Are they to our own KPIs? If you say to yourself, you get back to every client within 24 hours, Do you actually get back to every client in 24 hours? They see that. They see your response rates. They see how quickly you text them back. Remember, they don't care how many other clients you're dealing with because that's not their concern. That's not their job. That's not their problem. They care about the house they're building. So if they send you a text and it takes you 2 days to send a text back, what's that screaming to the client? Hey, I'm too busy to deal with you. If I'm too busy and I'm in sales, that means operations going to be too busy to deal with you. That means when I finally get to the site, the supervisor's definitely going to be too busy to deal with me. You need to make sure that your response rates are on point. They are so dialed in because your client sees it and they're going to judge you based on how quickly you get back to them. Now, why is that important to clients? Because again, it's their home. This is the most important thing to them. And if you're the one delaying it, if you're the one not getting back to them, they're going to feel that and they're going to see that. Remember, these are the things that clients see, and it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter what you think. Your clients are seeing these things. And if you're not treating this with respect that it deserves, then you're going to be losing a lot of clients because this is ultimately how they make the judgment of you. Number 4, this one's a big one. They see promises kept or broken. How many times have you promised the client something by Monday? Or if it's on the weekend, I'll get that out to you by Monday. And then suddenly Thursday comes around and you're just starting to type it out now. They see the promises kept or broken. Now, if the sales guy's lying to them and the sales guy's making a bunch of broken promises, how do they feel like the construction's going to go? How do they feel like admin's going to go? If they see promises broken, how can they trust you when you say you're going to take care of something and then it goes to head office and it's not taken care of? They see the promises you keep and break. Genuinely, this is the most important one on this list, in my opinion. Well, number 5 is the most important in my opinion, but number 4, this is the most important one to clients because this is how they feel. And remember, a client doesn't care what you do or what you say, they care about how they feel. So make sure if you ever promise a client anything, you keep that promise. You keep your word. There's not a single reason why you won't keep your word. Now, obviously, if you promise to get something out to them and then suddenly someone in your family gets ill or falls ill, just text them, guys. It's a 5-second text. You can do it in between walking to your car. If it's something that was really important that you promised you'd get back to someone. Okay? So they see promises kept and broken. This is a major one. Like, I know you're watching this video and you're like just taking it in, but I want you to really feel how energized I am about this. They see this. This is the most important one. In my opinion, they see your integrity, which is number 5. Integrity for me is the most important thing in sales. Integrity is how honest you are, what you say, how you act, what you do. Integrity is everything about you and what your character's built up of. And they see that. They see if you're an honest person. They see if you're following through with the best intentions. They see if you're trying to get back to them or if you're trying your hardest for them. Remember, at the end of the day, guys, clients are going to see promises kept or broken. If you make a promise that you're going to get a client something out and you can't get it out in time for a reason, they understand that reasons come up. And if you have integrity and you message them and just let them know, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I promised I'd get that out. I'm just a couple of days behind at the moment. I've got something running. Do you mind if I just have another day or another 24 hours? Like again, if it's not, obviously I'll make sure it's getting done. But if you give me that grace, I'd really appreciate that. They see the integrity. If you treat them with respect, they're going to treat you back with respect. This video is all about what your client sees. And as I said before, it doesn't matter how good you are, they see these things. So if you're not taking them seriously, they're going to form bad judgments about you and you're going to start losing sales. Guys, our challenge is to try. So understand in sales, what there is in sales, there are 10% of people that will never buy from you. There are 10% of people that will buy from you no matter what. Your goal and how good you are as a salesperson is how you can transfer the other 80%. And when we talk about transferring that other 80%, we talk about this being needle movers. Like, what are these tiny 1% needle movers we can make for us to be able to try and convert as much of that extra 80% as we can? 10% will never buy. Forget them. They're clients that you'll promise the world to, or they'll promise the world to you, never show up. There's 10% of clients that even if they screw you around, they're always going to buy. The 80% in the middle. These are the kind of ways that you can get those 80% of clients. You watch what they see, where their eyes go, follow. Just physically look. When you go and buy something next, look at the salesperson and start to form those judgments and understand you're doing that to a salesperson. Now, if you don't know what to do, even if you don't want to, I would challenge you guys, like if you don't want to buy a car, I would challenge you just to walk into a car dealership and just see how they act. Just see what they do and form judgments based on their actions. Once you do that, you'll understand, oh wow, my clients are doing that to me. Like I just realized my clients are watching that. They're watching how I dress when I walk into a car dealership. Is the guy looking scraggly? Does he have a full beard like that's not kept well? Does he have hair that's messy? Does he smell bad? Does it look like he hasn't had a shower? Does it look like he's drunk? If he has any of those things, I probably don't want to really do business with him because I just feel like he's a grub or I'm uncomfortable. I look at him and I see how he treats his other clients. Is he shitting on people or is he really uplifting and edifying his colleagues? Is he making the dealership a better place? Is he uplifting the dealership? Is he talking about the brand to be a really cool brand? Is he crapping on other brands? Like I watch what he does. I watch his integrity. I see his response rate or her response rate. When I ask them a question or when I leave the dealership, did they get back to me? Did they actually follow up? Did they do that payment plan they said they were going to do? I see if they kept their promises or not. Again, all of this, walk into any sales where you need to buy something that's worth a little bit of money, like genuinely money, and see how you get treated. Remember, how you get treated is what your client sees. Like, again, this story is one of my favorites. I quite often dress in a really downscaled version of what I do. And the reason I do that is I like to walk into expensive shops or expensive places I like to shop at, and I like to see how people treat me based on how I dress. Now, obviously, if I'm walking into these expensive places and I want service, I'll dress up in a suit and I'll get service. But I want to see the salesperson who's willing to talk to me even if I don't look like I should be in that store. Why? Because that person has integrity and that person knows that everyone's a buyer and that they should give the same respect to everyone. So that's what I look to do when I go into these stores. And why I do that is that's what I see. I see that in the salespeople that I interact with. So I know that you might be sitting here going, oh yeah, this is well and good. But at the end of the day, guys, you can't argue with the facts. Your clients are going to see this. So if you have any of these in your game right now, try to get them out. Or if you look good, if you treat people well, if your response rates are amazing, if you're keeping your promises and you're selling with integrity, you're going to win a lot more deals and you're going to move that needle of the sales further ahead because you're doing the right thing. So as always, guys, my name is Jason from the Omni Sales team. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you could drop a like, subscribe. If you want any help at all, reach out to us. We're always here to help you. If there's any objections or if there's any concerns, write them down into the comments and we'll do a separate video on that. As always, guys, have a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next video.